In this video, we're going to talk about community-based care as a mental health word to know. From the 1700s until 1999, doctors and medical institutions dominated the care of those who were deemed mentally ill. Hospitals were permanent dwelling places for people with mental health conditions. Mental health conditions were considered permanently disabling and justified the removal of individuals from their communities. This approach to mental health care is called institutionalization, and it was deemed unconstitutional in 1999. In a Supreme Court case called Olmstead v. LC, the institutionalization of individuals with mental health conditions was considered an unlawful violation of their civil rights. The standard of care for the past 25 years has followed a principle called least restrictive care. Least restrictive literally means care that does not restrict the movements and choices of the individual. Those who advocate for least restrictive care are always looking to allow those who experience mental illness to participate in their own communities and social networks. So long as a person has family or friends who can aid them in receiving outpatient care, such as from psychiatrists, therapists, or support groups, that individual must have the freedom to live a self-directed life in the community of their choice. This is what is meant by the term community-based care. In the community-based care model, care for individuals with mental illness is not restricted to one medical institution, but rather it is networked through a variety of community resources. The church is one of those community resources. Psychiatrists, primary care doctors, therapists, support groups, social services. These are all community resources that are networked within community-based mental health care. The church is not a mental health care institution, but it is a part of community-based care. Mental health care and church soul care both target the same type of human change, which is the inner person and the workings of the inner person that overflow into their relationships and into their community and into their social well-being. When we look at mental health care, we can see that medical institutions and the church institution overlap in the way that they function and serve the benefit of the community. The church is a team member in community-based care, along with the entire network of resources, supports, and outpatient care providers. One common ministry of the church that interfaces with individuals who experience mental ill health is ministry to those who are unhoused, what we often call street ministry or homeless ministry. About 25 to 30% of individuals who experience homelessness also experience mental health conditions. I often hear people say that it seems like both homelessness and mental ill health are on the rise. When I hear that mental health conditions seem to be on the rise, I think, no, we just don't institutionalize people anymore. We give them the dignity and the value of living self-directed and meaningful lives in their communities. This goes back to what we just learned about in the Supreme Court case Olmstead v. LC. When least restrictive care became the standard, mental health hospitals closed. While this is a wonderful accomplishment for civil rights, it also precipitated a rise in homelessness. Many people who are expected to be receiving community-based care are not, for a variety of reasons. However, because they are not receiving consistent support and care, these individuals are at a higher risk of recurrent or chronic homelessness. While ministries of mercy, outreach to the unhoused, is an understood and accepted ministry of the church, it is far from the only responsibility that the church has as a team member in community-based care. As we learned in the previous video about recovery, healthy choices, stable housing, purpose, and community are the 4 dimensions of mental health recovery. Church life offers many opportunities for meaningful engagement to individuals who experience mental ill health, whether that's volunteering, learning about their faith, learning new skills. These types of activities that the life of the church provides give meaning and purpose. Additionally, research shows that having a secure attachment to a faith community leads to a more secure attachment to the Lord. And this secure attachment has a direct effect on how successful a person is in achieving mental health recovery. Communing in the body of Christ has a direct effect on mental health recovery. The church's role in providing purpose and community makes the local church an irreplaceable member of a community-based care team. Okay, let's recap. When institutionalization ended in 1999, mental health facilities closed. While this was a wonderful achievement for civil rights, it also put individuals at a higher risk of receiving incomplete or inconsistent care. This incomplete or inconsistent care puts people at a greater risk of homelessness. While the church has long understood its role in service and charity to the needy, the local church has been less aware of its role in community-based care. Community-based care is an in-reach of the church, where the activities that we do every week have the potential to have a positive effect on the mental health recovery of those within our own community. If you missed it, please go back and watch our video, Mental Health Words to Know, Recovery. Please remember to put any questions you have in the comments below, and if you'd like to share your experiences, just remember to protect your privacy. Thank you for watching this video. If this subject matter brought up any uncomfortable emotions for you, please reach out to one of the counselors at the Hope Counseling Center. The number is on the screen, and we also have additional resources available to you in the description box below.